Ladies and gentlemen, your official introductions for this catchweight bout. First, the fighter standing to my left in the blue corner. This fighter is 28 years of age, stands at 5 foot 5 inches tall, and weighing in at 63 kilograms. She has a record of 1-2-0, hails from Richmond, and represents Combat Company. She is Helena Martin. And across the cage in the red corner, this fighter is 20 years of age, stands at 5 feet 9 inches tall, and weighing at 63 kilograms. She makes her debut this evening, hails from Liscard, and represents Combat Athletics Academy. She is Hannah the Hammer Stevens. This catchweight bout is sponsored by Hull Cars and held over 3 5-minute rounds.
The fight that one of the promoters of the show, Dane Bowers, has been eagerly anticipating. Not so much because both are very beautiful young women, but because, let's face it, these girls, they bring it.
Yeah, certainly, Pierre. And numerous times on Knuckle Up, the fight of the night has been the female fight. Now what we're looking at here is Hannah Stevens making a debut, but with very, very good striking, I believe, against Helena Martin, who we've seen, a Knuckle Up veteran, again with very good striking.
Now, the thing that stands out to me about Helena Martin, she had better than average footwork in the fights that I've seen her. Both ladies exchanging.
Yeah, Helena Martin likes to fire little combinations, then move off to the sides, you know, your typical 3 shots and pivot. But look at that, she's been picked off by the taller Hannah Stevens early on.
Now, Hannah has a very more Thai stance. She's kind of a plotter, whereas Helena Martin, both girls are throwing some leather, and I'm going to tell you something. This is what the fans have come to expect. Wow.
These guys, you know, Helena Martin is, that's a big right hand there. Right on the chin there from Helena Martin.
But let's you know, again, she goes to the well and scores twice. However, Hannah Stevens still putting the pressure forward. Now, I tell you what, I saw her eyes go funny there. However, I would be on my bicycle and I would try to recover.
It's certainly stopped her in her tracks. And I'll tell you what, this is Helena Martin through and through. She fires little sharp combinations. She's so accurate with the punches, and then she gets off. But again, Hannah Stevens using that reach.
Now, look at the face of Helena Martin. Helena Martin has the telltale signs of being hit and being hit a lot.
She's got that kind of pale skin, though, where I think you do mark up quite quickly. I don't think it's so much. I think maybe Hannah Stevens has taken more shots.
Well, saying that,
strong she is getting back up
Hannah
there.
did take the heavier shots. Both girls very impressive here in this first round. Helena Martin pushing the Hannah Stevens up against the cage. However, Hannah Stevens not relinquishing that headlock that she has, and she's throwing those small little heel kicks, those digs, into Helena Martin's legs. Those could add up.
Yeah, I'd be looking at Helena Martin to try and break away and fire her shots off again against the fence.
And I tell you what, the composure that both of these ladies have, you know, it's just amazing to see how far not only has mixed martial arts, but the women's side of mixed martial arts has come. Look at Christiana Cyborg. I wouldn't fight her.
Neither would I.
But, you know, let's face it, these girls are here and they're ready to throw down here at the Hull Ice Arena. And I'll tell you what.
I mean, I'd argue, Pierre, I think the female game in the UK has been at the same level as the men all the way through. You know, you've got girls like Rosie Sexton who have always been at that kind of high level. You know.
Now, Hannah Stevens has to be careful. If Helena Martin gets that head out, she may have her back. However, she comes back in. Now, look at this here. She's throwing the legs out, building momentum to dig those little knees in. I'm really impressed with her clinch work of Hannah Stevens.
Yeah, I mean, she's using her height very, very well. She keeps going for this playground headlock, and it's such a risk of the rear naked choke, you know.
Because, again, like I said, if the head pops out, she's already given her back. Now she's trying to turn back in. However, Helena Martin, because she's got that body lock around the back and a leg trip.
I was going to say Helena Martin could really go for the valet drop and then start to look, and that's exactly what she did.
Now, Hannah Stevens has to turn back in or stand back up. I wouldn't be comfortable with Helena Martin on my back or the side of my back because she could potentially set the hooks in. And again, 1 hook, 2 hooks, then comes the rear naked choke.
So I think she's done the right thing there just to think, right, do you know what, I'd rather be sat here in guard Now we'll get to see the guard work and the ground game of Hannah Stevens. So far untested in the cage.
I mean, with the fight that was that Knuckle Up, the new breed against Sherry Buck, that was a stand-up war. Both girls giving as good as they got. Helena, oh, big push off there by, now Helena Martin is slow to get back onto her feet. Is that fatigue or was she hurt? Another headlock again.
Yeah, again though, she's risking having her back taken by going for that headlock.
Even if she doesn't get her back taken, Helena Martin still lands in that top position and she will be looking to throw some leather.
Vicious shots from Helena Martin there.
Now look at the weight distribution there by Helena Martin. She's really making Hannah Stevens carry her weight.
Nice knee to the body as well. She's got the full body underhook. I thought she was going to go for a suplex there, but she's not.
Now, Helena Martin has spent extensive time in the States training with Team Hit. They've produced fighters such as Matt Hughes, as well as Robbie Lawler. And with stable mates like that, you have to have picked up a trick.
But there's a guillotine there from Hannah Stevens.
That looks very deep. However, she needs to crossface. Helena Martin needs to crossface, create some space, and try to pop that head out.
Yeah, Hannah Stevens needs to crunch down to her left, try and get the pressure onto the neck. At the moment, I think Helena Martin's doing the right thing to defend this. She's going to pop her head out there anytime.
Yeah. She needs to, Hannah Stevens needs to swing her hips to tighten that up. Now, that was a back and forth affair for me. The harder punch was landed by Helena Martin, which actually rocked Hannah Stevens. However, Hannah Stevens, no back step, kept coming forward, but she kept going to that headlock. And as we stated, with that headlock, it's dangerous because you do give up position. I may have to edge that to Helena Martin for the first round, simply for the dominant work from the top position, as well as that almost teetering on the edge of a knockout. Great first round. Both ladies will have gotten last-minute instruction from their corners. It'd be interesting to have heard what each lady